Hey guys, welcome to another plant styling video, but this one has a little twist on it in that I haven't styled the space basically. I still decided to film the video because I'm hoping that you guys will be able to help me out. I am basically stuck, and sometimes the creative juices just aren't flowing, and that's what's happening in this area. And I don't know if I'm just putting too much thought into it or just too much effort in general in terms of wanting the right pieces to style with, or in this case, choosing the right plants. I will get into all the plants for my plant viewers. I will do a little plant tour at the end, but basically, the goal is for me to figure out how to style this place. Do I need to add some shelving? I feel like I'm not taking advantage of the height, and overall, it's sort of confusing for me now. So I'm hoping to give you guys a visual, and maybe down in the comments on Instagram, wherever you feel comfortable, you can share some ideas and help me out. What I'm super happy about though, and these items met my expectations, actually went beyond my expectations because I ordered these online. I'm referring to my bathtub filler and my lighting fixture. I bought both of them on Amazon. I will link everything in the description below. They have really been serving me well. They are functioning. Well, the bathtub filler is functioning as expected. I've had no problems with it so far, and the lighting fixture really is bringing a vibe to the space. It is dimmable. So in terms of the functionality of these two items, I would definitely 10 out of 10 recommend. They have not, well, in terms of the bathtub filler, I had no leaks as yet. It's pretty easy to operate. Everything is self-explanatory. And while the lighting fixture really is outstanding. It really brings the space to life. It looks kind of busy in the footage here, but in person, it really is beautiful. Here's a closer look at the bathtub filler. It is a true brass color. It's not gold. It really does have that luxe brass finish. Throughout the home, I used brass or black fixtures just because of how neutral those colors are. If I were to change the design in space or change the colors in the space, I know I don't have to change my fixtures. Those will blend in fine. But anyway, this is a freestanding bathtub filler. It has a really tall main spout and a handheld shower that spans the length of the bathtub. So it is pretty long. As you can see here, it's positioned to my right, just so that it does not block your view when you're in the tub and it's not obtrusive if we had to walk around. So basically, the backdrop consists of these tiles that has this leaf print on it. Just a bit on the functionality of the bathtub filler. That's the main handle that controls the water temperature and the pressure. Water either comes out of this main spout or the handheld shower, to which this little button in the middle, that square button, allows you to switch from either one. This is just a closer look at the lighting fixture. I am missing a bulb there. I have the extras. I had to order extra because we didn't originally. I believe it takes 8 bulbs or maybe 10, but these are the ones we ordered. It comes in a pack of 12. It's the E12 base bulbs. I will also link this below. The majority of our lighting fixtures in our feature spaces carry these bulbs. We didn't want to use generic LED bulbs. We wanted something more decorative, and these were really beautiful. It's clear and the filaments are this sort of yellowy orange, so it really does bring a nice warm feel to the space. Again, our lighting fixtures are dimmable, so we can adjust the light intensity as needed. Okay, so I'm hoping at this point you guys have a clear visual of the space that I want to tackle. So the main elements are here to stay, which is the lighting, the bathtub filler, and the bathtub, of course. So the entire space is basically 6 feet by 4 feet. And I forgot to mention that I do have that pocket shelf that I have stashed a bunch of plants in. I am using the space to store plants until my greenhouse gets here, but this is the space that we're dealing with, and I'm hoping you guys can help me decide on what else to include in here. So the space or the area that's given me problems is this mid area here, sort of midway up the wall. I'm not sure if to do floating shelves or if to hang plants from the ceiling or to just do nothing at all and maybe put some really large plants on either side. I would love to know what you would do if you were me. Also, the deep teal color that you're seeing in the backdrop is basically a nod to the colors that I used in the master bathroom. I'll put in an insert for you to see what I mean. It's posing to be a challenge for me as I'm not a fan of that true green plant against these colors. But at least for now, we have the basics in place. The lighting, the actual tub filler, the tub, the tiling is done. So now I can actually start to think about how to decorate the space. And this is where I would really appreciate any insight from you guys as I'm now starting this process. So for the planty viewers, I'm going to give you guys a quick tour of the plants that I have storing up here. I'm hoping for the greenhouse. Here's a little spoiler alert. It's landing Friday of this week, so that's Friday the 14th, Valentine's Day actually. So let me give you guys that tour and hopefully we can start moving plants in there soon. Be sure to stick around till the end of the video. I've got a sneak peek of the space I'm going to be styling next. Okay, so first up is my aluminum plant or watermelon plant. This was so crazy popular during COVID, or was it a little before COVID? But this one is loving that west-facing spot with new growth popping out at all points. And next to it is my Alocasia cuprea, and it seems as though a little black velvet snuck in there. Just above that is my lemon lime pothos, and this is my large Synapsis exotica that trails all the way down to the ground. This one has such dramatic foliage. It's an oldie, but definitely a goodie. I will never get tired of this one. It's such a great alternative to a regular pothos plant, and this one is also pushing new growth. Above that is my mother plant for my Alocasia Black Velvet. I can't explain how crazy gorgeous this plant is. It is velvet to the touch or suede-like to the touch with dramatic veins. The backs are purple, the new leaves come in purple. There's so many different characteristics that make that alocasia one of my favorites. This is my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, and next to it is a Ripsalis. I don't know the name of it. If you do, please comment below. Next to that is my Hoya sigillatus. The Hoyas seem to be loving here as well, I guess because it's a lot warmer and brighter. Next to it is my Hoya sunrise and my Colocasia mojito. Next to the mojito is my Synapsis silver lady that's also pushing new growth, and my Hoya rotundiflora. I love that Hoya just for the shape of the leaves. Next to it is my reverted Hoya Eskimo that's pushing dark foliage instead of silver foliage, but I am still a fan of it. Next to that is my Alocasia sinuata. This one is growing in semi-hydro. The majority of my alocasias are grown in semi-hydro with pond to the top and a leca reservoir to the bottom. And this is my Alocasia mellow. This one is actually growing in soil. I bought it in soil, and because it hasn't declined, I've left it in soil. But once it declines, it's going straight in semi-hydro because that's the only way I can manage the watering because I can actually see the water line. All of those plants receive west-facing light. I almost forgot this little Hoya that's growing just below my alocasia black velvet. This one has been thriving here, putting out some long tendrils. I feel like it could do it more light though because I'm not seeing much leaves on the tendrils as yet. By the way, all of these sit on a 5-tier metal stand that I'll link in the description below. I love these because it actually has a drainage hole on each one of those plates, and well, it's fine to drain out into this bathtub area. So it's supposed to be super convenient in this space. Again, this is a final look at my bathtub area. It is a feature in my master bedroom that I would like to get styling. If you have any ideas for me, any suggestions in terms of how I can really put this space together, I'd really appreciate it. So thanks for viewing, and I'll see you in the next one.